Hi, I'm Patrick Fulop. This is Effective Martial Arts. In this lesson, the 10 basic elbow strikes. Alright, quick overview first. 10 basic elbows. First, straight elbow. They can also be used defensively as a spear elbow. Then you have your up elbow, side elbow, and your down elbow. Coming for the other side, you got your back up elbow, back side elbow, and the back down elbow. Then you got your spinning elbows, so spinning up elbow, spinning side elbow, and spinning down elbow. Now stick around for some valuable tips and tricks on how to do these better. Alright, so elbows are really powerful close range strikes. So you can use your elbows to knock your opponent out or to cut him as well. If you're hitting with the very tip of the elbows and grazing by real quick, that can cut on the eye socket or anywhere on the forehead or the head. So very powerful strikes. You do have to master first your basic stance. You have to become comfortable with the basic stance first and the basic punches as well, because the basic movement is very similar. So be sure to have those techniques down first, and then you're going to be ready to study elbows. So elbows can be used in stand-up striking, they can be used from the clinch, and they can also be used very effectively on the ground as well. Alright, so number one, the straight elbow. So the straight elbow is going to come in a straight line right in the opponent's face. So for this one, there's two variants. The main one is to hit with the flat part of the elbow over here, straight in front like this. So you got a couple things you got to put together for this elbow to work and be effective. So first, you got your step. You got to step into it to cover the distance. Second, you got to have a little hip hop at the same time. And third, and most importantly, you have to use your shoulder joint for mobility. So if you can see from this side here, you have to be able to pull your shoulder all the way back and move it all the way forward. So when you put all these together, you step, hips, and shoulder at the same time, you can cover a good distance. At the same time as well, remember that for every elbow, when you can elbow your opponent, he can also elbow you. You are within elbow range, so it's very important to protect at the same time. You want to have your other hand here protecting your face here as you're doing your elbow strike. So once again, straight lead elbow here. It's also possible with the backhand, hitting like a cross. Same idea, and then you're going to use the fighting twist at the same time, so your hips are going to move a little bit more. Same thing, shoulder has to go into it, protection with the other side, so you land your elbow right in the opponent's face. Now the variant of the straight elbow is to use it defensively as a straight spear elbow. So this is going to happen most likely when the person is attacking you with a hook. So you're going to block it in the turtle block position, blocking the hook, and move forward, hitting with the very tip of your elbow right in their face. So blocking, stepping forward, and hitting here, same thing. Shoulder joint displacement so that you can hit with good power and reach. It can also be used on the other side, so block and step and twist and hit with the tip of the elbow. So that's your straight elbow. Next up is the up elbow. So to remember the next 9 elbows is very easy. There's 3 categories. You got your basic elbows hitting with the front part of the elbow over here. You got your elbows coming from the back, so your back elbows hitting with the back part of the elbow over here. And you got your spinning elbows where you're going to do a step and turn into them. So in all 3 cases, it always goes up, side, and down. So that's your 3 main angles that you're going to hit from each one of these categories. Now, in application, all angles are possible, right? You can go for 45 going up, 45 going down, and everything in between. But for practice, just to make it simple, we divide it into those 3 main angles, and if you're able to hit those, you're going to be able to hit everything in between as well. So starting with your basic elbows, hitting with the front, your up elbow is going to go straight up the middle, splitting the opponent's guard, going right in between and all the way up. At the same time, protecting with the other hand, palm on the forehead, going straight up, hand like you're combing your hair, going straight up like this, and striking right in between the opponent's guard, ideally underneath the chin. So that's your up elbow. Side elbow is going to come from the side, so you might need to lower the opponent's guard to come in and bend your arm all the way. I like to have my palm on the forehead over here, bringing the other arm all the way across, and your hand underneath your armpit to finish. It's possible on both sides. Side elbow like this. Last one is the down elbow, so coming up from the top over here, elbow to the sky, going straight down in between the opponent's guard on the bridge of the nose, or it could also be hitting on the collarbone, going down like this. So that's your down elbow, also possible with the lead or with the back. Next category are your back elbows. So in this case, you're going to be hitting with the back part of your elbow. First one is the up here, right, also in between the opponent's guard, stepping into it. We're going right up on the bottom of the chin. Also possible to the body, like so. Then you also have your back side elbow. So going here across and striking with the back of the elbow to the side of the face, like so. Also possible with the backhand, but it's a little bit more awkward to do, but it's not wrong. It could happen in a fight. And the last one is a little bit different. It's the back down elbow. So you'll be hitting also with the back of your elbow, but here you're gonna make a movement over here, get your arm up in the back and come crashing down over here with the back of the elbow, also mainly on the bridge of the nose. So right here, back down elbow, stepping into it with good power to strike the opponent. Now the last category of elbows are the spinning elbows, also divided in up, side, and down. So it always starts the same way for these. You're gonna have to step across the center line here to make space for your turn. Once you've stepped, you're gonna turn and always look at the target with the corner of your eye before you land your strike. And here you have three options. So the back up elbow, you can hit the body or you can hit the chin, going straight up. Back side elbow, also you're gonna hit mainly the bridge of the nose or the eye socket. And the back down elbow, you're gonna tip your head to one side and get the elbow pointing towards the ceiling, coming crashing down, typically also on the bridge of the nose. So once again, quick recap. Straight elbow with the variant of the straight spear elbow they can use for defense. You got the up elbow, side elbow, down elbow. Back up elbow, back side elbow, and back down elbow. And you got your spinning up elbow, spinning side elbow, and spinning down elbow. Now, a couple considerations to help you practice better. You should always start by focusing on technique. So make sure that your stance is correct, hip movement, steps, protection, everything is in place. You're executing the technique correctly and very, very slowly at first, and go one technique at a time until you master it. Next, once you're able to do the technique correctly, work on precision. So go very slowly, pick a target in front of you on a bag or on a bob or anything you can find for precision, and hit it also slowly, making sure you hit the mark every time. Once you have that, proper technique and precision, then go for power. Don't worry about speed yet, but try to hit the target with a lot of power, really putting your weight transfer into it, fighting twist, stepping into it to have a good power in each one of those strikes. Once you're able to do that, then you're going to be adding speed. So you want to have proper technique, precision, power, and speed, being able to go explosively into your target and create devastation with your elbows. Now, also, quick safety tip. So if you're going to practice elbows in sparring, you have to take it slow. Okay, you have to go really slowly, wear the proper protective gear, of course, and you really have to have the ability to control. So for a detailed tutorial on how to control our strikes in free sparring, check out our safe sparring video in the cards above. That's going to give you the exact method to be able to control your strikes and really stop them at the surface to spar safely with a partner. Also, if you're going to integrate elbows in your free sparring, elbows and possibly knees, you want to agree to go slowly with your partner, because always safety first. You want to stay healthy and you want to keep your partners healthy so you can keep on practicing with them. Lastly, you do want to complement your close range striking game with some knees as well, so be sure to check out our basic knees video. And you want to be able to merge your elbows and knees together with effective setups and combinations so that you can land your strike. So be sure to check out our elbow and knee setups and combos video. Lastly, you do want to be able to merge the different ranges together. So your close range striking with your long range striking, with your clinch game as well. You're going to be seeing that in future videos, with your wrestling as well, and with your ground game. And effectively transitioning and merging all the fighting ranges together, that's really what being an effective martial artist is all about. So, hope you've enjoyed. As always, please click like, leave a comment below, share this link to your family and friends, and subscribe if you have not already. And we will see you on the next one. Till next time, I'm Patrick Phillip. This is Effective Martial Arts. Remember, practice well, safety first, and use these techniques only for self-defense.